Damn.
I thought I ain't like it. I don't really
What's up, y'all? We back.
We're back.
And we are
In my new car.
not yet. But yeah, we at a car lot right now, just looking at some cars. And we really want to manifest the car.
So we testing a theory. We're testing the manifestation theory, y'all.
Yes.
Because right now, do we have the means to buy a car?
Definitely not.
But we want to see like how far from us wanting a car and like actively manifesting it, like how soon.
Right.
And we want to track the process.
Yeah. So we just want to, get this on video. And today we do want to come with y'all with some manifestation tips that we feel like work for us. Because he just made the video on us, getting into the house and stuff. But we want to give y'all some tips and stuff that we feel like work for us and how to manifest.
Because a lot of the times we pretty much manifest everything, and I don't think we truly realized that we was doing it until we got the new place.
Right, yeah. And now we kind of been more conscious of like manifesting things and putting things into fruition. But yeah, we're gonna come with y'all with a couple tips. We just walking around the car lot looking at a few cars. You're gonna hit a few car lots on the way.
And we're gonna take y'all with us.
Yep.
And we're gonna go over these tips.
Yep. You ready, crew?
And we got crew with us.
Say what's up. Oh, you looking crazy.
We in the car that I want right now, though, y'all. Like, look at the back seat for my kids.
Yeah. It's a 3-row Jeep Grand Cherokee. They nice. But yeah, we're gonna bring y'all along today, give y'all some manifestation tips, man.
So let's go.
Panoramic, my bitch got a classroom. We pull up with them sticks like that bamboo. Yeah, I put my mans on what your mans do. By that Lolo, we hit it in Cancun. Let your hoe get the nudge at cashew. No mechanic, but I got a lot of proof. When you come from that too, you know how to move. I do shit that these niggas can't do. Yeah, the spider, hit it in pants too. I got Versace bosses in every room. Plain watches, art, them in the paddock too. She been Cali, but she live in Malibu. Super sexy and cool with her attitude. Yeah, bitch call me daddy, yo. Feel like Biggie, I'm going back to Cali, yo.
Alright, y'all, so we just arrived at the second lot. We left the first one, didn't really have too much that we liked. But yeah, we arrived at the second lot. So we gonna go ahead and get started with these tips. And tip number 1 on how to manifest is you have to have assurance and you also have to have delusion.
Okay, what's assurance?
Assurance is basically believing here. The exact definition is the confidence or certainty in one's own abilities.
Okay.
So like you have to completely believe in whatever you want. You have to completely believe that that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like wholeheartedly believe that's gonna happen, like without a doubt. You don't know how, don't worry about how it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. You just have to know like, hey, this is going to happen for me. You know what I mean? So do you feel like people call it delusion? She always called me delusional for that.
It has to be to a point of it starts seeming like
literally
delusion,
like
because you have to be delusional. Like
I'll really just start talking and acting like I'm in a whole nother place.
Well, you create
scenario.
You created to where you are in the moment, literally.
Yeah, because it's like I know, I just feel in the moment, and it's just I create my whole reality to that. And sometimes you just have to be delusional about where you're going. Like people gonna have to look at you crazy, but you cannot be afraid of that. You know what I mean? You just have to keep believing that it's already done.
Yeah, and I read that in this book, The Secret.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the things. Like you can't have no doubt about it, because if you even have a little ounce of doubt, you're putting that out into the world, and now it's like basically blocking the blessings in your manifestation.
And that's the thing, when having doubt, anybody that's against you, they sense that. Like all the spirits, everything that's going against you, that little ounce of doubt that you have, it'll start just creeping in. You know how you have a thought like, oh, maybe, then all of a sudden just overcome, like you kind of like imposter syndrome. Man, yeah.
Yeah, so just assure yourself.
Yeah, every day you gotta wake up and be delusional every single day. Choose delusion, for real.
Yeah. And something that used to work that I need to start back doing, the affirmations.
Yeah.
Affirmations to keep you in your
Yeah.
delusion.
Yeah.
Not that it's like a bad thing, but
Yeah.
definitely practicing affirmations.
Yeah.
Be delusional about what you want. Like we said, we is at the car lot, y'all. And we don't.
Yeah, I think we have some money to go buy a car today.
We
no.
don't.
People
We
will
don't.
say we are delusional, but it's like, yeah, we car shopping. You know what I mean?
And guess what? In a few months or whenever
Whenever it's supposed to
happen,
happen, we'll have a car. You know what I mean? You just really have to manifest the life that you want to live. And we're going to keep y'all, we finna look at these second cars. We had a Jeep lot because we both like Jeeps.
Right. So let's tell them like what we looking at first. Like, okay, we at
a Jeep lot in North Houston. It ain't the biggest Jeep lot, but they got a nice amount.
Yeah.
Of
I like
Jeeps.
the Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
The newer ones are a little bit boxier than the ones that I like. I like the 2018 looking one, but we of course want a new car. But that's the one I like. I do like the Wrangler too, but I gave that to you.
Gave to me?
Yeah, I gave that one to you.
Well, I'm at the lot looking at, it's a loud car. But I'm at the lot looking at Jeep Wranglers. You know, I like lifted Jeeps. My first car, that was my dream car always, was to get a lifted Jeep Wrangler. But my first car was a Jeep Cherokee, but I ended up getting it lifted and everything too. And the summer after I saved up, y'all, I worked 3 jobs right after high school. Worked 3 jobs to save up to get my car lifted. Totaled my car like a few months later. But yeah, so that's what we looking for today. We gonna bring y'all on a journey.
All right, so when we get to the first car, we're gonna give y'all the next tip.
All right.
Stay tuned.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt.
Get me in first.
She said, take your time, what's the rush?
Ah, this one don't open.
I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I can smoke already, so hard in my blunt is. I see past pretty faces, so I got trouble.
All right, y'all. So we back at home now. The last lot we went to, it wasn't all that. They was acting.
The car doors were locked.
Yeah,
so
like,
you couldn't.
you had to
look in
get
the
a
cars.
right. You had to get an individual key for each car you want to look at. And it's like, bro, where's the fun in that?
And then nobody like came and asked us if we needed help until it was time to go. But
Right.
anyways, we seen the cars that we like.
Yeah.
But for the most important part of the video, the rest of the tips.
Yeah. So let's get on. What was that? We did tip number 1 already.
Yes, which was assurance.
Assurance and delusional assurance, pretty much.
That's like the number one thing. If you got that, you can definitely start manifesting your life.
Definitely. And tip number 2 we got is a change in environment or scenery. But yeah, so a change in environment and scenery, and we put this as a manifestation tip because literally in our old apartment, whenever stuff got overwhelming, we would go take a walk around the neighborhood and just get out of like the little box that we was confined in, and that's when we really started driving like our ideas and creativeness, because we were seeing different things. It just wasn't these 4 walls that we were seeing, and it just
Right, and our last space was very small and
Right.
compact, so it was kind of hard to stay on track. So we would definitely
Right.
have to go out and take walks. So if you want to go to the park, go in your car, listen to your favorite song, or like go in your car with a notepad. Go outside, and just change the scenery to open up your mind to help you think more about your future and what you want, and not be so stuck and confined in what's going on around
Right, it'll broaden your perspective, because it's just like a fish will only grow as big as a tank that it's in. You know what I mean? So you gotta you gotta get out there and change your scenery whenever life is stressing you out, man. And then for our third tip, We got it wrote as Multiverse Alignment. You want to explain this? You want me to explain it?
No, you can explain.
So we kind of like this one, Multiverse Alignment, because we believe in a universe is different, like multiverses, like whatever we're doing right now, it's another version of us doing something else. You know what I mean?
Or like the version of us that's in our head that we're trying to get to already
exists. Exactly, like that already exists. If you can think of that, they mean it already exists, just not on this field that you're on. You have to
elevate to get to it.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of what we always practice, like we'll check each other like, all right, if you want to be doing this, I'll be like hey, Shell, for instance, anything. If we want a certain house or something like that, this would be like, so what does a person that live in this house, what do they do? What would they be doing right now? Like, what are they doing? And you know, you just, exactly, every
alignment,
time. Right.
Aligning with that version of yourself in your head. So you have to always constantly practice alignment.
Right.
Reminding yourself like, okay, that's who I want to be. This is what I see in my head. What do I need to be doing to get to that point? Right.
And you got to wake up every day and think like, okay, I'm not exactly where I want to be in this version, but another version of me is living in there. What would they have done? You know what I mean? And you just have to reinstate that every single day. Like, it get hard, but you just gotta keep your eye on the prize and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes multiple times a day.
Literally multiple times a day. It even goes so deep to like, what would the person that you want to be, what do they wear? What do they smell like? What type of cologne do they wear?
That's kind of one of the fastest ways.
Literally
dressing
like it.
Yeah, because that'll easily change your
right.
Like, imagine waking up and putting on sweats, you're going to feel like, oh, I'm a bum. But imagine waking up putting on your best outfit, you're going to feel like,
literally.
I'm that.
Right. And you
so you're going to act like that. And then throughout the rest of the day, you're literally going to attract that.
Yeah. I like that. And then for our fourth tip, fasting. And this is something that we practice a lot. We actually fasting right now.
We on a 30-day social media fast.
Right.
And no alcohol.
Social media and alcohol fast. And basically with fasting is whatever has the most control over you in that moment that you feel like you need. How can I explain it? Yeah. I guess whatever you feel like has the most control over you in that moment and you need a break from.
Yeah, you gotta fast from and you gotta take back your mind.
Right, basically.
Because you need your mind to do all the other steps that we said. So
right.
For us, fasting from social media, because social media is something that we just doomly do sometimes, or sometimes we just overly consume what we're trying to learn. And then it's like, okay, we just steady consuming. And we're not actually going and creating the life that we want. So sometimes you gotta take a break, and then sometimes, social media you can start comparing, or it can make you feel like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So for us, we like to take social media breaks because it just be a lot.
Right.
It's like once you take a break, you realize, okay, this is my real world.
Right, exactly. And even as far as fasting, we don't just fast from social media. A lot of times when we first met, we used to do a lot of food fasts. It's like we'll do a fruit and veggie fast, just straight fruit and veggies for like 3 days, however long we want to do it. And that's one of the best fasts, a food fast, but it ain't for everybody. But like if you really want something like major, honestly, the best way is to, in my opinion, is to do a food fast, because that's when your mind is clear. It's like that first day is gonna be kind of hectic, then it just start getting easier, and you really just, after about 3 days or so, you have like mental clarity, like, oh, this is what I want to do, because you ain't got to worry about. If you think about it, half our day pretty much spent on what you gonna eat. You know what I mean? If you don't have to think about that no more, and your body is pure and clean from all the distractions, this, man, you can really like quantum jump in a few days from just fasting. What's up, man?
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, but then we got our fifth, and I feel like this is the most important tip to manifest your life, is to rest.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of that, but it is a key. Like, when your body is saying you need to rest, like, just do it.
Right.
Because is the person you want to be, or they not, like, they might be sleep deprived.
They might be sleep
if you
deprived.
working out, like,
But to get to that point where you even realize what you want to be, you need rest. Like, you have to be able to be able to manifest, you have to listen to your body. And you simply just won't be able to listen to your body if you're not rested. Every time, like, our bodies will be telling us to rest, slow down, then boom, all of a sudden we sick because we've been going too hard and this and that. So sometimes you just gotta stop, rest, take in everything, and realize where you at. You know what I mean?
Stop, rest, and then start back from the top.
Right, regroup your mind. You need to learn how to rest, bro.
Yeah, he's active.
Yeah.
But those are our 5 tips.
We're running from the jump. So the first tip we had was assurance / delusion, being delusional. Then the second tip was to change your environment. The third tip was multiverse alignment, basically aligning yourself with who you want to be and where you envision yourself. The fourth tip was fasting, and our final tip was resting. But that's why we just, building this channel, we want y'all to see us doing it, like building, these manifestation tips. We want to see y'all, want y'all to see us.
Yeah, so that's kind of like changing the environment. We like to travel. We're going to show y'all us traveling. The assurance and delusion is like
us going to the car lot today.
Yeah.
Didn't have a dime to put on the car.
Exactly. And then like the multiverse alignment, just us getting on YouTube and presenting our lives and
doing what we, want to do.
What we see our future selves being. So,
Exactly.
And then fasting, like we on here, we letting y'all know that we on a 30-day fast. That's something that we do, a lot. And these are all the things we want to show y'all. And even rest, like when we not on here, it's either because we're working or we're resting.
Right. So the last thing you want to do in manifesting is getting burnt out. Because once you burnt out, it really drive that process backwards. Yeah, man.
We want to keep going forward. We don't want to go back.
Yeah. Just want to keep going forward. Keep out here on this journey. Man, feel free to leave any manifestation tips y'all got in the comments. Feel free to elaborate. If y'all got any questions on anything, just let us know, man.
Right. Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, The Dream Life.
Yeah. See y'all next time.
See y'all next video. Bye.
Say bye, crew.
Bye.
Okay. All right, he wanted a new tape. Tell him bye. All right.